Whew, I'm nervous. Hey guys, so today I just kind of want to have a little chat with you guys about something that I have been thinking about and really contemplating and researching for about the past 2 weeks, about week and a half, 2 weeks. So backstory, I recently became a vegetarian. I just wasn't that fond of meat. I mean, I used to eat meat. Growing up, my mom worked at the meat department in our local grocery store. So, I mean, steak was a staple, chicken was a staple, you know, hamburger, all of that. Grew up eating it fine, but lately I just didn't, I don't know, it never really sounded good. I got kind of grossed out by it. You know, my mom would cook a really delicious steak and I would have like 2 little bites of it and be done. So I recently just became like, I was just like, you know, I should just become a vegetarian because one, I want to learn how to cook, and being a vegetarian will force me to learn how to cook, and it kind of has, and I want to just make a little bit healthier decisions. You know, I figured being a vegetarian would make me kind of think about what I'm eating more and choose better decisions food-wise, which it has. I've been eating a lot more fruits and veggies. I've learned how to cook quite a few different things, and I've just kind of learned to pay attention to what my body needs. So I've really been loving being a vegetarian. And recently when I went to Warped Tour, PETA was everywhere, like absolutely everywhere. If you've ever been to Warped Tour, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's people talking about animal cruelty in all different aspects, and it really made me think about animal cruelty when it comes to makeup. And I was just kind of thinking about it, and I was like, I saw a couple different YouTube videos that are like those videos that once you start watching you can't stop even though you don't want to watch it because it's a video on animal cruelty. One of those situations. I saw a couple of those and I was just absolutely horrified. Like, you know that it's happening. You know that animals are being killed, and not just like little lab rats. It's bunnies, it's dogs, it's cats, it's monkeys, it's a lot of animals are just being tortured. And for what? So that we can look pretty? That doesn't sit right with me. So I really thought about it. I researched it a ton, and I decided that I want to, from now on, only buy cruelty-free makeup brands. Now, with that being said, I obviously have a ton of makeup that is not cruelty-free, and I'm not going to go through and throw it away because, you know, I've already spent the money on it, and some of those products I really like, so I want to, you know, get my last uses out of them. So I won't be, like, throwing away any products that I already own, but I will no longer be purchasing from brands that test on animals. So some brands that do test on animals. Almost all of your drugstore brands, Maybelline, Covergirl, Rimmel, L'Oreal, all of those, you know, big brands that we all grew up with, they all test on animals. MAC tests on animals. Any company that's owned by Estee Lauder, Makeup Forever tests on animals, Benefit tests on animals. There's a ton, but there's also a ton that don't test on animals. Urban Decay doesn't test on animals. Wet n Wild, Too Faced, Anastasia, Beverly Hills, Colourpop, Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks, or, you know, Jeffree Star's brand, Kat Von D, Morphe, like Milani and BH Cosmetics, and there's just so many brands that don't test on animals. And my thinking is, if Nars cannot test on animals, why can't Makeup Forever? You know, like, if Wet n Wild cannot test on animals, why can't Covergirl? You know, like, there are brands that come out with amazing products and don't test on animals, so why can't these other brands not test on animals, not kill innocent animals to create beauty products? Like, I can understand eating animals. I can understand, you know, like, that sort of situation where, I mean, you need food to live, you know, and, like, there are aspects in meat that are good for you, you know, like, I understand that, but I don't think I can get behind killing and torturing, not even just killing, torturing an animal so that I can look better, so I can feel better about myself, so that I can buy makeup. Like, and again, I can understand, like, drug companies testing on animals because, you know, drugs are, like, we need it, you know, but makeup is just one of those things where I'm just like, I am not about it. I don't want something that makes me feel pretty. I don't want an animal to be harmed in the process of me looking prettier. And I am not trying to tell you guys how to live. I'm not telling you guys are bad people if you purchase those brands. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just simply sharing with you guys my story, since this is a makeup channel and this is going to be a huge change on my makeup channel. Like I said, I still will use products that I've already bought. Like, I will use up all my MAC lipsticks. I'll use up, you know, all of that sort of stuff. Just going forward, I'm not going to purchase any brands that test on animals. I really encourage you guys to do some research if this is something that you're maybe interested in. It's just something that I've become slowly more and more passionate about, and I just really don't understand why companies don't test on animals. Like, there's just so many brands that don't and create good products. And it's honestly probably because it's easier to test on animals. You don't have to get as many consent forms. You don't have to get, like, you know, they can't fight back. I mean, they can, but we all know who's gonna win in that fight. And, like, I'm not about it anymore. And when I first started my channel, it was just kind of, you know, I was buying all these different things based on other YouTubers' recommendations, and I just wanted to, like, grow my makeup collection. And now I look at my makeup collection and I'm like, a lot of this makeup has, like, in the process been tested on animals, and animals were harmed in the making of that makeup. And I just want to be a more conscious buyer. I don't want to buy something just because somebody says that I need it. I want to buy something based on if it's gonna, you know, work for me and my beliefs. And my beliefs are that I don't think animals should be harmed in the making of makeup. There's a ton of different resources that I've been using. Of course, I've been using PETA, but I've heard that brands have to pay to get the Leaping Bunny, like, logo, or to get the PETA logo. I don't know. I think it might be one or the other or both. But there's also different websites. I've been going to, like, crueltyfreekitty.com. I will link everything down below if you guys want to research it yourselves. And I'll also list some companies that do test on animals and some companies that don't. I mean, there are companies from high end to low end that don't test on animals. So I'm just going to start really exploring those companies and showing my monetary support for those companies. I just don't understand, because a lot of the brands that do test on animals are really, really high end, like Dior and Chanel and Estee Lauder and Clinique, and I don't get it. Like, you know they can afford not to. I mean, if Wet n Wild can afford not to, you know they can. And Lush creates amazing all-natural beauty products, and they fight animal cruelty, and, like, I don't get it. Why would you hurt an animal for a beauty product? I just don't get it. And, you know, a lot of people do feel that animals are below us, that we own animals, you know, like, animals are there for our use, but I don't believe that 100%. We do not own animals. Like, one of PETA's big slogans is animals are not ours. And I'm not, like, full on for PETA, because I've heard some sketchy things about them. But that is one thing I do love, is that slogan that animals are not ours. We were put on this earth with animals. We didn't create animals for our use. We were put on the earth with animals. And I just don't think it's okay for us to exploit them when we don't absolutely need to. With that being said, I know that I'm not going to be perfect with this. I know that there are still, you know, I still drink milk. I'm not a vegan, so I know there's going to be, you know, cleaning products and hair products. I'm going to try to go cruelty free with hair products too, and anything that makes me feel good about myself, I'm going to try to go cruelty free with. But I know that I'm not going to be perfect. I know that me not being a vegan is aiding in animal cruelty. But in all aspects of life, I'm going to try to be more conscious of what I'm buying. You know, like I said, I'm not a vegan, so I'm going to try to pay attention to where I buy my eggs from and what companies I buy my milk from. All of that sort of stuff. I'm really just going to try to be more conscious and really pay attention to what I'm buying and what that company stands for. I've been so nervous to talk to you guys about this just because I'm afraid. I don't want there to be... I have a lot of anxiety, especially like social anxiety when it comes to like people not liking me. As weird as that sounds, I have like a compulsive need for people to accept me. personal side note. So whenever people debate me, people challenge my beliefs, it really like just kicks my anxiety up. So I mean, I totally respect your guys' opinions on this subject. 100% respect it. If you guys want to tell me your personal opinion, that's perfectly fine. But please do not debate me. Please don't argue with me. Please don't argue with each other, because we all are entitled to our beliefs, including those beliefs that counter mine. So, I mean, my videos aren't going to change much. You know, I'm still going to do tutorials. I just won't be, you know, if Maybelline comes out with a new foundation, I won't be reviewing it because I won't be buying it. You're going to see a lot of NYX, a lot of Colourpop, a lot of Kat Von D, which are all brands that are amazing. Like, I'm stoked that I get to use those more and have an excuse to buy them more. So, that is all that I have to say, you guys. Like I said, I'm going to try to be more cruelty-free in all aspects of life, but this is where I'm going to start, because this is the thing. I mean, makeup's one of my passions, and, you know, I've always been a person to fight for equal rights. You know, I'm a sociology major, and so obviously, like, I fight for human rights, and I feel like I should also fight for the rights of non-humans. It's just something, like I said, that I'm passionate about, and so if you guys hate this, then unsubscribe. But, I mean, my videos aren't really going to change. A lot of the products I already use all the time are cruelty-free, so you guys probably won't even notice a change, really. Besides some of my like, holy grail products aren't cruelty-free, so I'm going to have to find some new products that I love. But I hope you guys are willing to come with me on this journey. And I hope you guys will still like my videos. Like I said, they aren't going to change too much, but this is just something that I wanted to let you guys know, so that this holds me accountable to not fall off the wagon when it comes to cruelty-free products. And just so you guys can come with me on this journey. So guys, I think I have thoroughly rambled enough. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys will still watch my channel and still support me. Like I said, it's just something I'm really passionate about, and my videos aren't going to change much. I'm still going to be doing the same old, same old. If you guys want to see like a 100% cruelty-free makeup look, I could totally start doing that. I don't know if I have all the products for it yet, but I would love to. You know, I've really changed my skincare up too, so my skincare is all now cruelty-free. So if you guys want to see that, totally let me know. Whatever you guys want to see, let me know. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!